Hey there, Aquarius, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of January 2023, and we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies. Also, Aquarius, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. Ooh, ending much? Definitely a very difficult ending in your recent past. We'll clarify this and see what it's about. Also, Aquarius, as you can see, I do not have my usual setup because I am traveling. Hopefully we'll be back to the normal setup soon, but I hope this temporary setup isn't driving you crazy. Okay, so the main energy for your reading this month is the Emperor. You are in your power. You are very confident. You're very secure. You're very determined. Like, you know what needs to be done. You know how to execute it. You know how to make it happen. There may be an element here of a little bit of a lack of vulnerability and possibly some ego for you as well. Now, keep in mind, I say you because this is your reading. This may be your person's energy. Take it as it resonates. I'm just reading the energies that I'm seeing here. In the recent past, you get the Death, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Pentacles. Definitely a very difficult separation. There was a sense here of loss. There was a sense of a difficult, painful ending, but it needed to end. Not because the love wasn't there. There is love, and there was love, and the love went both ways. Like, you love this person very much, and you knew that they loved you just as much. It's not a one-way street. So I'm not saying that things ended because you guys didn't care about each other, because you didn't love each other anymore. It's not that. This ended for some other reason, but it's almost like it was divinely guided to end, and we'll see why that is when we clarify. In the current situation, you get the Moon, the Justice, and the Ten of Swords. I know you don't see this now, right, because you're showing me the Moon, but this ending, this painful ending, restored divine balance for you. It kind of like set things right for you in the current situation. You don't see it yet, though, because you're still going through the painful, difficult part. You're still going through the difficult emotional aspect, but what Spirit is letting me know is, like, you don't see what's up ahead for you. And what's up ahead for you is, like, beautiful. And we'll see exactly what divine balance was restored as a result of this ending. Now, in the near future, you get the Three of Wands, Two of Wands, Seven of Swords. Again, this divine balance that was restored, it's almost like something had to end so something else can come along. And the process, the waiting period is getting shorter. But again, you don't believe it. If I came up to you right now and I was like, Aquarius, you know that thing that you've been wanting, that thing that you've been thinking, and this could be a relationship. I do feel like for most of you, this is love. One love ended in order for that love to come back in a better form, or one love ended to have another love come in. We'll see when we clarify. You don't believe me because you're showing me, yeah, but no. But what you don't see coming is that in the near future, the amount of time that you have to wait is shortened. It's not going to take as long as you think it's going to take for this love to come into your life. I don't know why I can't talk for the life of me. Anyways, let's begin. I want to start off by clarifying the main energy for your reading, which is the Emperor. The Emperor is clarified by the Tower, the Nine of Cups, and the Death. And I'm sorry if you guys can hear the noise. I'm just in a hotel, and unfortunately, we are not alone in this hotel. So, essentially what I'm seeing here, this was very unexpected for you, right? You saw like everything was going good. Everything was going great. The energies were flowing. Everything was balanced. You were very, very happy. And this ending just came out of nowhere, literally. And I don't feel like you're the one that ended it. You may have been, but I feel like this ending was more so kind of thrust on you because you're showing me it was very unexpected. It kind of came out of nowhere for me. I thought things were going good. I thought everything was flowing. Everything was good. And then ending. Okay, let's clarify your recent past. I'm going to start off by clarifying the Death for you in the recent past. The Death is clarified by the Emperor, which is the main energy for your reading, the Queen of Cups, which you get again in the recent past and the universe. Yeah, somebody chose to end this. Somebody made the executive decision and was like, look, I need to end this. This could be you, could be your person, especially if you're dealing with an Aries. This is their energy. Whoever chose to end this, again, it's not because the love wasn't there. It's not because the emotions were gone. They were like, I made, again, the executive decision that I need to put an end to this. We need to end this. We need to cut this out. This decision was also not from an emotional place. It was very much like, I need to take control. I need to be the one to take action. And they did it. Let's take a look at the Queen of Cups in the recent past. Queen of Cups is clarified by the Five of Cups. Why can't I talk? Three of Swords and the Two of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, you get the Queen of Cups in the recent past is clarified by the Five of Cups, Three of Swords, Five of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, you get the Two of Wands. And in the same row in the near future, you get the Two of Wands. It's heartbreaking for this person because, again, they're very, very conflicted. On the one hand, they know that ending this, or they knew because this is in your recent past, that ending this would be devastating. It would be heartbreaking. On the other hand, there's something about the past between you two, which this person's like, I can't get over it. Something happened in the past, which is kind of like a sticking point for this person. And they're like, the love is there. I don't want to end this. I know it's going to be heartbreaking for me, but I can't get over the past. I can't let go of the past. It's like they keep redirecting me to the past, what happened in the past, what happened between us in the past. So there is a conflict for them here in the recent past because they're like, I don't want to end this because I'm essentially going to hurt myself. But on the other hand, I need to end this because of something that happened between us in the distant past. Let's take a look at the Five of Pentacles for you in the recent past. Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and the Three of Cups. Yeah, somebody here chose to prioritize themselves. They're showing me, look, I know, and it's interesting because the way they're showing it to me, I chose to end this. I chose to turn my back and walk away, but I know that we'll find our way back to each other. It's almost like they walked away to focus on themselves, to prioritize themselves, to take care of themselves. And this could be you, could be your person. But whoever chose to walk away, they're like, I didn't walk away because I don't love, you. I do love you, but I need to focus on me, my needs, my desires. So it's kind of prioritizing yourself and taking care of yourself. And that's why this person chose to walk away. But in the back of their mind, they knew we're always going to reconcile. We're always going to come back to each other. And that was the belief that they had even when you two broke up, even though it was heartbreaking for them, even though it was difficult for them, even though it was painful for them. And I do feel like this is you, Aquarius, because this is your energy at the bottom of the deck. I don't know. So, you know what? It doesn't matter who walked away. Whoever chose to prioritize themselves in the recent past, that person knew we'll always find our way back to each other. So even if you were the one that was broken up with, if somebody left you, you're like, I know we'll find our way back to each other. I feel like somebody ended this. I don't feel like you ended this. I feel like you were the one that got broken up with. It could be the other way around. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. Let's take a look at the current energies. I want to take a look at the moon for you and the current energies. The moon is clarified by the Eight of Wands, the Prince of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, in the current situation, this communication, there is communication, or the desire to communicate is there, but it's very inconsistent. Again, I feel like you guys are dealing with a fire sign. Aries is showing up strong here. Leo, Sagittarius are also up for grabs. They're showing up strongly in your reading. Somebody here has the desire to communicate, but the communication is very underwhelming. It's kind of like if you guys are talking, it's very basic, like you send each other TikToks or something, or YouTube shorts. Like it's very basic, very superficial, borderline, like what's the point of this? But this communication, and for those of you that aren't communicating, same thing. The desire to communicate is there. The action to actually do it, to actually communicate properly and adequately, that's what seems to be lacking in the current situation. So if you guys are talking to your person, the communication is super basic and just kind of like, ugh, really? This is what we're going with? But I feel for the majority of you, there's no communication at all, even though the desire to communicate is still there. Let's take a look at the Justice for you in the current situation. The Justice is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Adjustment, and the Four of Cups. The Adjustment is the Justice, essentially, again. You're unhappy. You're clear about that. I can see that in the current situation. You're not happy. Your person's not happy. You guys are both disappointed. It's not a good energy. You guys are both clear on that. But you guys know for some reason that this unhappiness, this discontent, the energy, it's going to get fixed. I don't know how you have this kind of like divine knowledge or this divine understanding, but it's really a very mature energy of like, I know that this hurts. I know that this sucks, but I know it's also going to get so much better. Like, there's not a fear here of divine balance not being restored, of you essentially being in this painful, difficult, unhappy energy forever. It's like you somehow know, like somebody came up and told you, it was like, Aquarius, it'll all work out. And you're like, okay, yeah, I'll go through the difficult part now because I know that what I want, the good stuff, is right there. It's a very like intuitive, divine, like kind of calm energy that you've got about you. Let's take a look at the Ten of Swords for you in the current situation. The Ten of Swords is clarified by the Temperance, Page of Wands, and the Sun. Again, and you get the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You know happiness is literally a waiting game. You know that if you wait it out, right? If you just stay open, if you keep your energy and your spirits high, if you stay open-minded, if you're just interested in life, right? And you're not just shut down and like, oh, it hurts, it sucks, which is very easy to get into that energy. But you're like, no, I'm going to keep that spark within me alive. I'm not going to let this difficult energy that I'm experiencing right now, this painful energy as a result of this ending, I'm not going to let it bring me down because I know divine balance is going to be restored. It's literally just a matter of time. It's not a question of if divine balance is going to be restored. It's a question of when. And you know, even in the current situation, you have this knowledge, like divine knowledge. Happiness is right there. I know my happiness is right there. It's almost like you genuinely trust the universe. Like you're talking to the universe and you can see like several steps ahead. This is beautiful. Let's take a look at the near future. I want to see what the Three of Wands is for you. Three of Wands in the near future is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. It's a little hard for you. In the near future, it seems like you're having a bit more of a hard time with the healing process, right? There is some healing going on here, but you're also kind of like resisting it because you're showing me, look, I've waited. I've given this 2 weeks. I've given it a month. You know, I don't know what the near future is. It's different for each of you. I've given it long enough. And where's my happiness, right? This is becoming harder and harder and harder. But by you kind of putting a timestamp on it and kind of being like, okay, universe, let's go, speed up, you're also resisting a very important part of your healing and making this whole thing difficult for yourself, way more difficult. It's not like you're necessarily changing the course here. You're just making the drive to your destination a lot longer and a lot more difficult for you. So it's kind of an energy here of you, in the current situation, you have this knowledge, like I know if I just wait long enough, my happiness is going to come. It's a matter of divine timing. In the near future, you seem to be losing a little bit of that faith almost. And by trying to expedite and speed up the universe, you're like, okay, universe, like I know you're coming, so just bring it to me already. Whatever that is, by trying to speed it up, you're making things harder for yourself, and you're also kind of pushing back against a very important part of your healing journey. Let's take a look at the Two of Wands for you in the near future. Two of Wands is clarified by the Five of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Yeah, you don't believe that this new beginning is ever going to come because it's taking longer than you expected it. Divine timing is right on time. Because it's taking longer than you expected it, right? You in your mind in the current situation gave it like a time frame. You're like a week, a month, whatever. Because it's taking longer than you set in your 3D mind of how long it's going to take, you are now in the near future starting to tell yourself, oh, it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. This new beginning that I knew was coming after this painful ending, it's not coming. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work out. I was just deluding myself. I was lying to myself. You are stressing yourself out, Aquarius, for no reason. The stress that it seems like you're feeling, the stress and pain that you're feeling in the near future, you're causing that to yourself because you're trying to speed up the universe. Honey, the universe works in its own divine timing. You cannot speed up the process, right? Don't set a timestamp on what the universe needs to bring to you. And it seems like you're getting very frustrated with the universe because the universe is not on your schedule, or the schedule that you've created for yourself here in the 3D world. Let's take a look at the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is clarified by the Six of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Ace of Cups. This new beginning in love is coming. This soul connection is coming for you. This successful relationship, almost like your reward after a difficult ending, is coming, but you don't believe it. You're showing me, I'm losing faith. I'm losing faith. And you're losing faith because this is not happening on your timetable. Be patient. If you know that, the love of your life or $1 million or whatever it is that you desire, I do feel like majority of you are looking for that one love, that soulmate, that divine connection. I do believe we have multiple soulmates, but here in this situation, you have in your mind a specific idea of this divine soulmate that you want, this new beginning in love. You know what you want it to look like. And essentially what you're showing me here, it's like if I were to tell you, hey, whatever you want, that $1 million, that divine soulmate, the car that you want, I don't know. If you can get it, you're not going to get it this month. You're going to get it 3 months from now. Is it going to be any less enjoyable? Are you going to be any less happy about it? You'd be like, no, I'll take it now or 3 months. Sure, I'd rather have it now, but I'll take it in 3 months. You're doing the exact opposite. You're like, no. It's not going to come. I expected it to show up this week. It hasn't showed up this week. That's it. It's never going to show up. Patience. Patience, Aquarius. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month. From the universe, you get the King of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Four of Wands. This divine soul connection, this strong bond that you share with somebody, don't lose the belief. Don't lose faith in yourself and in the universe that it's going to happen. It seems, again, it's taking a little longer than you expected to, and you're kind of starting to question it and doubt it, and your mind's running all over the place, and you're confused, and you're overwhelmed. You're like, oh, it didn't happen. It's never going to happen. What if this is this? And then you're starting to go back in your mind and replay a bunch of things, and you're like, maybe I made a mistake here. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have done this. Stay steady. Stay confident. Trust yourself. Okay? So, Aquarius, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading resonated and gave you some clarity. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you here on the next one.